Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. May Triple Gem bless you all. Today we will continue our Mahāsatipațțhāna Sutta. Now we reach into mentality meditation. Mentality meditation, that means the object of Vipassana. Mentality object of Vipassana. Now we didn't reach up to Vipassana because why? Without having the mentality knowledge and the materiality knowledge, and not only that, you need to find out the causes for this mentality and materiality, or your five aggregate. Mentality and materiality mean, in other words, your five aggregate, panchakhanda. Without knowledge of the panchakhanda up to the ultimate level, and without knowledge of the, we can say, panchakhanda is your dukkha satchadhamma up to the ultimate level. And that means your dukkha satcha. And if you find out the dukkha satchadhamma, you need to find out the samudaye satchadhamma also. Having gone to your past life and to the future lives, and the in relation between past life, this life, and the future life, like that, you need to arrange a paticca samuppada cycle. You need to arrange mean you need to see paticca samuppada cycle. That is the samudaye satcha, or the causes for this dukkha satchadhamma. And those are the object of Vipassana. Dukkha Satchidhamma and the Samudaye Satchidhamma are the object of Vipassana. Without the preceding knowledge of the Dukkha Satchidhamma and the Samudaye Satchidhamma, if you try to do the Vipassana on whatever the Samuti Satcha, it's invalid according to the Buddha's teaching. So now we reach to the mentality meditation. That means mentality means your four aggregate. Now we finish the one aggregate Rupakhanda, or the materiality aggregate, and now you are learning about for other mentality four aggregate. What are they? Vedana aggregate, Sanya aggregate, and your Sankhara aggregate, and the Vijnana aggregate. Where they are in the mind movement, or we can say it is in the Chitta Viti, or the mental process. So you need to discern your mental process as well as the each mind movements of this mental process. Whatever the mental process you discern, you need to analyze or discern this mental process and the mentality of the mental process. That means the chittakkan, or mind movement. Now, last day I explained you about mind-mental process. Now, I would like to arrange you to practice, or discern what are the mental processes. Under the mental process also, last day I explained what is the Chakku Dwara Chitta Viti, or the mental process. You have mental process for the mental process. Mental process has five doors. What are they? Your Chakudwara, or your mental processes. And then you have Sotadwara, or your ear door mental process. As well as your Gahana door, or the nose door, you have Gahana door mental process, or the nose door mental process. And again you have tongue. There arises your tongue door mental process, and or the Jivha mental process, or Jivha Chittaviti. And your body door, there arise Kaya kaya do, or we can say body do mental processes. All are five do mental process. In the heart only you have mind do mental process. Now we are in the Fido, according to the Fido mental process. Yeah, now we finished Chakku Dvaraviti last day. Now we go to another four mental processes. Before that, you go to the Mahāsatipațțhāna Sutta. Mahāsatipațțhāna Sutta, this may be Sutta. After Mahāsatipațțhāna Sutta, what called Anapanasati meditation, then Buddha gave the Vipassana, how to practice Vipassana. But Vipassana means, before practice Vipassana, you need to find out the object of Vipassana. This is the thing I am explaining now. Iti ajjattang va kaya kayanupassī vihirati, bahiddha va kaya kayanupassī vihirati, ajjatta bahiddha va kaya kayanupassī vihirati. This is the Desana Pali where we were now. Where we were mean, I explained this thing maybe 5 to 6 sessions. Now also this thing, we didn't finish this thing. So iti ajjattanga kaya kayanupassī vihirati mean, I again remind you, what is that? Ajjatta mean inside you, or within you, or the internal within you mean internal mean, what is the internal mean? Your mentality and the materiality. Now we are in the mentality, and you need to, so therefore according to the Buddha's teaching, you need to find out your mentality and materiality, as well as then bahiddhava kaya kayanupassī vihirati, and the others outside of you also you need to find out the mentality and the materiality. And some ajjatta bahiddhava kaya kayanupassī vihirati, that means your mentality, after seeing your mentality in the same sitting, after seeing your mentality, you focus the others, and then you can see others are also not the beings or the persons, they also having mentality and the materiality only. So that means this is the mentality and materiality definition knowledge. So now we are here, up to now we discuss materiality, and then we change into mentality. Now we see what is the Panchadhara Chittaviti in the Ido mental process. Again, I will explain a little bit, and we'll go to the other mental processes. Yeah, this is the Ido mental process. This is the Chakkudvara Viti. In the Chakkudvara Viti, when the before touching the object of the Fido mental process or 5 doors, your Bhavanga mind or the life continuum is in the heart. And then life continuous or the life continuum break down and gives the space for the heart base to the give the space for the to the another mental process, whatever the mental process that takes the object, it gives the another mental process to the heart base. So now Panchadvara Vajjana mind movement arises in the heart base, and because you Ido, in the Ido you see color object, or form or shape, something you see, and then this same object taken by the Panchadvara Vajjana mind movement, which is in the heart base. But this Chakku Vijnana is in your eye base. Oh, that is the eye base mean Ido. Now in the heart base you have Panchadvara Vajjana. It takes the same, at the same time, it takes the whatever takes the Ido, that means Chakku Vijnana. Whatever takes Chakku Vijnana, that same object takes by the Panchadvara Vajjana. So thereafter, you have Sampatichana, receiving mind movement, and then you have Santirana, the investigation mind movement, and then you have Vattapana. Vattapana means determining mind movement. And then thereafter you have 7 types of javana. Javana means impulsion consciousnesses. 7 types of javana. And thereafter, you have, after 7 types of javana, that means javana means quickly arises and pass away very, very quickly than the other mental processes. That mean other mental mind movement. This javana is very quick. So taking same object arise one after first javana arises, then when it break down, second javana arises, and in the same way up to 7 javana, and then same object takes by tadaramana. Tang aramana become tadaramana. I told last day also. That means same object, color object takes by this tadaramana mind movement. That means it takes the object. Therefore, what is called registration mind movement. Registration mind movement, what registered? Color object registered, nothing else. It also cannot understand what type of object, what type of color, and what is the quality of the color. Like that, Tadaramana also cannot understand. And then you have 2 Tadaramana and the Chittaviti finish. Here Chittaviti finish. That means Panchadwara Chittaviti finish. And then whenever you don't have Chittaviti in the mind, in the heart base, in your muscular heart, you have left what called left ventricle, right? In your heart, you have left ventricle. Within the left ventricle, you see, you can within the left ventricle, you see your you can see your heart base. Heart base means that is the ultimate materiality. Hade Vattu Rupa. Hade Vattu Rupa. You can see the Hade Vattu Rupa, heart base. Now, what is this heart base? It consists of Hadevatu Rupa. And Hadevatu Rupa cannot arise along. You know, Hadevatu Rupa is 10 types of materiality all together as a group. That is what is called Hade Dasaka Kalapa. Hade Dasaka Kalapa is not the ultimate materiality. But if you see this Hade Dasaka Kalapa, Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo, Vanna Gandha Rasa Oja, Jivitindriya, Chakku Pasada Rupa, like, then Jivitindriya Hade Vattu Rupa. Sorry, not the Chakupasada Rupa, Hade Vattu Rupa. So within this Hade Vattu Rupa only, among these, out of these 10 types of mentality, only this Hade Vattu Rupa only bear the mind and the mental factors. So keep in mind, this is very important. And then if your mental process stop, then the Bhavanga mind arises taking its own object. Bhavanga mind doesn't take the color object or whatever the object seen by the Fido or Mindo. Bhavanga has its own object from the first past life. And then you have Manodwara Vajjana, mind movement arises, and then again 7 Javana arises. And then you have, after 7 Javana, you have Tadaramana, first Tadaramana, second Tadaramana, then the mind or mental process also finish. And then you have Bhavanga. Again, Bhavanga arises in the heart base. And then in the same way, you have many mind or mental process to the one Fido mental process. To the one Fido mental process, you have many mind or mental process. So when you reach, your mind reach to the fourth or fifth Manodwara Chittaviti, only can understand what type of color seen by the Chakku Vijnana or eye consciousness. What it is quality? It is, what is that? It is the what is that? It is a male or female. It is a car or house or whatever the thing, mountain or sea or something like that. Mind can fourth or fifth mind mental process only can understand what type of what is the quality and everything. Now, so therefore, this is same for the all other Fido mental process. For example, if you hear sound with the ear consciousness, or now sound touch the ear, what called ear translucency or ear sensitivity. So if the mind touch the ear sensitivity, there arise what called ear consciousness. Ear consciousness. And then same chittaviti up to from the Panchadwara Vajjana or the 5-door adverting consciousness up to the many mind or mental process. So same thing happen. And then if you smell something, same chittaviti going on. Only difference is here I have written chakku vinyana. There arise gahana vinyana or the nose consciousness. Only same thing, but what type of smell? What is the quality of smell? It understand by the it is understood by the mind-mental process, fourth or fifth, in the same way. And when you take the food or something, or food or drink, there arise in your jivha or the tongue, there arises jivha vinyana or the tongue consciousness. Only difference here also tongue consciousness. After Panchadwara Vajjana, you have tongue consciousness. And what food, what is the quality of the food, and that means quality of the taste, like that, everything are understood by fourth or fifth mental process. And then when you touch something in your body, tangible object or the pottab, in the Pali pottab, what are the tangible objects? You have three tangible objects: Patavi or the earth element, and your Tejo means the fire element, and Vayo means the wind element. So these three objects are, you have Patavi, how many objects? You have 6 objects. For example, hardness, roughness, heaviness, softness, smoothness, and lightness. And temperature, you have how many objects? 2. Cold or heat. And the Vayu Dhatu also, you have 2. What is that? Pushing and the supporting. So now you have therefore here how many objects? 6, and then 6 and 4, 10. 10 objects can touch your body translucency in the body decad kalapa, or the what is called kaya dasaka kalapa, and in that way. So now let's go to understand what is this process in detail. I will show you. Before that, yeah, okay. Now I will explain what is the. You see here, when you meditate, or whatever the thing touch you, whatever that you touch you, here I explain according to the meditation only. But whatever the thing, that means Patavi, Tejo, Vayo touch the body dekat kalapa in the kaya pasada, or the body translucency, and how there arise consciousness, and then how it can be understood by the mind, fourth or fifth mental processes. So they are mentioned this thing. So you can see this is the body Panchadwara Chittaviti Kaya Dwara. Kaya Dwara means body door. Sorry, Fido mental process here. Before you understand that thing, you need to have materiality meditation. The knowledge of the materiality meditation you must have. Otherwise, you cannot discern this thing. Now, in every body parts, you have kaya dasaka kalapa. Every body parts mean among the 32 parts of the body, you have this same rupa kalapa. What are the same rupa kalapa? Kaya dasaka kalapa, bhava dasaka kalapa. Kaya dasaka kalapa means body decades kalapa, or body decades as a group. And then bhava dasaka kalapa means 6 decade kalapa. And then jivita nava kalapa means jivita nava kalapa, third one. Jivita nava kalapa means it is life faculty nonad kalapa. And then you have chittaja ojattamaka rupa. That means it comes from the mind. It arises from the mind. That means we can call mind-born materiality. Mind-born materiality has 8 types of material. Mind-born kalapa, you have 8 types of materiality: patavi, apo, tejo, vayo, vanna, gandha, rasa, oja only. And then utuja rupa, utuja ojattamaka, that means it comes from the tejo dhatu, from the any rupa kalapa. That is what is called utuja ojattamaka kalapa, same materiality: patavi, apo, tejo, vayo, vanna, gandha, rasa, oja. And then aharaja born materiality or aharaja ojattamaka kalapa. That means oja is the 8. All 3 materiality, you have oja at the 8th position. So now aharaja ojatama kalapa mean I explain this thing. You take food and then your food become aharaja ojatama kalapa. Again, your that materiality also you have oja. Oja also produce another types of materiality. We discussed this thing. Now you have these 6 types of materiality in the knee joint. Here I explain knee joint because whenever you meditate, maybe your knee become hard, or your knee become rough. Inside knee you can feel rough, or inside the knee you may feel the heaviness. So this is the patavi element. Patavi element, features of the patavi element. Or you can understand your knee joint become very hot and give some pain. And again, sometimes your knee joint become very cold and gives some pain. You cannot bear it. And then again, your vayo dhatu. Vayo dhatu also touch the kaya pasada rupa, or the kaya dasa kalapa, you have kaya pasada rupa. Now, what is the vayo element mean? It is the sabhava lakkana, is the pushing. Pushing is the vayo sabhava lakkana. So that means the natural characteristic is the pushing feature. Now, in your knee joint, you can see, or you can experience pushing every time, pushing arise and pushing passes away, like that. You can experience only, you cannot see. And then if you finish this materiality meditation, you focus your knee. At that time you can see, you cannot see the knee joint, only rupa kalapa you can see. That means knee joint is nothing, only rupa kalapa. Now you want to find out this kaya dasaka kalapa. Kaya dasaka kalapa, how to find out kaya dasaka kalapa? This kaya dasaka kalapa are brilliant and bright. So therefore I mentioned here kaya dasaka kalapa like blue, very dark blue. Kaya dasaka kalapa. What is the elements of the kaya dasaka kalapa? Patavi, apo, tejo, vayo, vanna, gandha, rasa, oja, jivitindriya, and kaya pasada rupa. Those are the 10 elements as a group in the kaya dasaka kalapa. Now what happened? You are meditating. For example, you are doing anapanasati meditation. Then what happened? If you forget your object for several times, that means you are not concerning your object. That means you surrounded by your 5 hindrances. And then what happened? Your mind produce many mind-born kalapa. Those mind-born kalapa are not so bright, not so brilliant. And again, they are heavy, rough, and like that. They are heavy, rough, and some another, hard, heavy, and rough. So those materiality, now mind-born materiality in the heart, right? You go to the heart, you have heart base. The heart base I draw here like a dots, right? Like a dots. I explain here heart base, and depending on the heart base, and depending on the object. Now your object is, anapanasati object or another object. Another object. around the object, your mental mind and the mental factors set up, and then from the mind there arise hard rupa kalapa, Patavi element prominent rupa kalapa, and this rupa kalapa spreaded all over the body. Very quickly it spreaded all over the body. Now we can say like little green color, those are the mind bone produced materiality I mentioned here, but sometimes it may be white, right? Sometimes it may be another color. So this mind bone materiality now spreaded towards the knee joint, and but now this mind bone materiality has gross feature. That means it has prominent Patavi element or the earth element prominent mind bone materiality. So now what happened in the knee joint? You have your mind go to the next drawing. Next drawing means the right side. You can see I enlarge this what called the kaya dasaka kalapa. Kaya dasaka kalapa mean now you can see Patavi. You go in this way. You can see again from the right side you start of this rupa kalapa. I explained this thing. You right side Patavi, P mean Patavi, long this is above you have diacritic mark like that. That is Patavi, and then is Apo, T is Tejo, this Va is Vayo, V is Vayo, and the another V stand for one. The second V is the one, and G is Gandha, and A is Rasa, and you have O is Oja, and J is Jivita Rupa, or Jivitindri Rupa, or we can say that is the life faculty materiality. And then you have KP mean Kaya Pasada. KP mean Kaya Pasada, that is the body translucency, or we can say body sensitivity. And then what happened? You have Kaya Pasada in this Rupa Kalapa, and again you have Chitta born materiality. That means mind born materiality. Mind born materiality, now mind born materiality has only eight types of ultimate materiality. What are they? Patavi. This Patavi I mentioned close to the Kaya Pasada Rupa. And then Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Vanna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja. That means Patavi mean earth element, Vada element, and temperature element, wind element, Vanna. Vanna mean the color, order, flavor, nutritive essence. Those are the 8 types of materiality in the mind-born materiality now. Mind-born Rupa Kalapa. Now, I mentioned before, this mind-born materiality produce Patavi element prominent Rupa Kalapa. So this Patavi, in this mind-born materiality, you have Patavi element prominent. You can see Patavi element prominent all over the Rupa Kalapa, not only here, but to understand to you, I explain here Patavi only, but Patavi you can see all over the Rupa Kalapa. And Apo also you can see all over the Rupa Kalapa, Tejo also, not in a separate place. You need to see by your meditation knowledge this. And now what happened? This tangible object, that means hardness, let's say hardness, tangible object, it touched the Kaya Pasada in the Kaya Dasaka Kalapa. It touched like that. What happened? But this tangible object, there arise Kaya Vinyana, body consciousness, or body consciousness, there arise body consciousness, but this body consciousness takes the tangible object as hardness, but this body consciousness, it is unable to identify what is this only tangible thing, or we can say it is not hardness like that, only it can understand tangible, something touch, only that thing understand. And then what happened? This same mental mind movement, I will say want to say here, you go to the body consciousness, and body consciousness, and you have object as a tangible object. I have, within bracket, I have mentioned it is hardness, but you know now this mind movement cannot understand what is it. Only something, something touch, and this is the body consciousness. Then now around the object of the hardness or the tangible object, there arise mind and the mental factor. Body consciousness, mind is the body consciousness, and you have mental factors. How many mental factors? 7 mental factors. I mentioned there are these 7 mental factors in the left side. So you go passa, not the pass. You need to again a need at the end. You need to have a. That means passa means the contact, vedana feeling, and sanya perception, chetana volition, and ekagata one-pointedness, and jivitindriya, this is the life faculty of that mind movement. And you have manasikara, attention. So how many? Altogether 7 mentality. So sorry, 7 mentality, they arise with the kaya vinyana. These are what is called sabbachitta sadharana chetasika. We discuss these things. So therefore, in this body consciousness, you have mental factors, 7 mental factors, and body consciousness only. You don't have like panya or the wisdom faculty here. You don't have sati. You don't have another virya or other mental factors to identify what is this object. So therefore this is very weak consciousness they arise in the knee joint, because according to our example. And then go to another picture, another slide. And then what happened if the if the object seen by the chakku vinyana, oh sorry, body consciousness, or the kaya vinyana. Now, before that, you have bhavanga in the mind. Bhavanga mind. This is the bhavanga mind. You can see that is life continuum, bhavanga chitta or the bhavanga mind. So bhavanga mind has unique object. It doesn't take the present object. So in the center of this rupa mind movement, you can see the what called object. You cannot see at the moment what is that object. How you want to see this object? You want to go to your first fast life and want to see your bhavanga mind, and or the before you go to first fast life, you want to go to your patisanti mind movement, and then you want to go to your first fast life to see what object you take at the last moment while you're death, while you were death in you are dying in the first fast life. Okay, now this is the heart base. You can see now around the bhavanga mind, you have my bhavanga mind and the 33 mental factors. I didn't mention here, but you need to know this is a human bhavanga. Therefore, maybe 33 mental factors or 34 mental factors, because if your last object in your first fast life, it is in the somanasa sahagata mind, or it is associated with the happy, and then it has 33 mental factors. And if it is upekka mind in the last object of your first fast life, it is upekka mind, then you don't have piti or the joy mental factors, then 33 mental factors including this bhavanga. So this mind and the mental factors, they set up around the object. And then these dots are the heart base mentality. And now what happened? This when you touch something in the knee joint or whatever the parts of the body, then this bhavanga disappear. That means bhavanga breakdown, bhavanga arrest. And then you in your heart base there arise pancha dwara vajjana mind movement. Pancha dwara vajjana mind movement. That means 5 door adverting consciousness. 5 door adverting consciousness also they arise in the heart base. Heart base. So these dots are the heart base. You know what are the mentality in the Fido mental Panchadwara Vajjana. I will go to another slide and I will give you. I will just mention here. You have Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara. All these 7 types of unique materiality or the universe mentality or the mental factors common to all mind movement. So then these 7 types of mind mentality there. And then you have Vitakka, Vichara and Adhimukha. Vitakka is the initial application, sustained application is the sustained application is the Vichara, and the Adhimukha is the decision. So the how many mentality are there? 10. 7 universe and the other 3. And how many? 10 mental factors you have in the Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement. We in the next slide you can see this mental factor I mentioned. Okay, now you have Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement, and then Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement sees what is the object, what tangible object touched in the body base. So this is not the heart base. Then the another mind movement, you go to another mind movement. I didn't mention the heart. This body base. It is also around the object. Mind and the mental factors set up. This is also how many mental factors? 7 mental factors I described previously. And then this is the Kaya Vijnana or the body consciousness. And then this object takes by the Sampatichana mind movement. Sampatichana mind movement, that is the receiving consciousness in the heart base. But I didn't draw the heart base. But you need to keep continuously in the heart base around the mind and the mental factors. You have heart base as a Rupa Kalapa, and but Rupa Kalapa only in the Hadaya Vattu Rupa. That is the ultimate materiality. On the Hadaya Vattu Rupa only this mind and the mental factors depends on. And then there arise after breaking down of this Sampatichana mind movement, there arise Santirana mind movement, taking the same object but cannot understand what is the object. And this is also in the heart base, that is the investigating mind movement. And then there arise after disappearance or after breaking down of this mentality, there arise in the heart base Vattapana mind movement, that means determining consciousness. After this determining consciousness perishing away, there arise Javana mind movement, first Javana in the heart base. These all are in the heart base. First Javana, that means impulsion mind movement or impulsion consciousness. And then second Javana, take the same object very quickly, and the third Javana, and then it passed to the fourth Javana before it vanished, and then fifth Javana, sixth Javana, and the seventh Javana. Fifth Javana, sixth Javana, and the seventh Javana. And the same object takes by this Tadaramana mind movement, right? 2 types of Tadaramana mind movement. I am not going to explain here now. You have 2 types of Tadaramana. These 2 Tadaramana also takes the same object in the heart. Take the same object, whatever the object in the Javana, and those are arising in the heart base. You keep it in mind, this is heart base. Now the Chittaviti finish, Panchadara Chittaviti now finish. So after finishing the Chittaviti, there arise Bhavanga again in the heart base. And this is the Bhavanga mind movement. Then you take the same object. Taking the same object means now Manodara Vajjana, there arise Manodara Vajjana in the heart base, but that is not the present object. That is the past object. Present object cannot takes by the Manodara Vajjana. It takes the past object. And then 7 Javana. It gives the 7 Javana, one by one 7 Javana after perishing away of one, after arising and then perishing away of the first Javana, and then it gives the the second Javana takes the object, same object, second Javana takes. And then up to 7 Javana. Up to 7 Javana, there same thing happen. And the next slide. Same thing happen. That means, can you see? Okay. And Javana. You can see now the 4th Javana, 5th Javana, 6th Javana, and the 7th Javana. And then you have 2 Tadaramana. And thereafter, your mind over mental process also finish. And then you have Bhavanga. There arise Bhavanga in the in the heart base. And then thereafter again Manodara Chittavritti. I told you to the one Panchadwara Chittavritti, or the Fido mental process, one Fido mental process followed by several mind-mental processes. So therefore, again, Manodara Vajjana, MDV mean Manodara Vajjana, then first Javana, second Javana, third Javana, fourth Javana, fifth Javana, sixth Javana, seventh Javana, and then there arise two Tadaramana, TD mean two, one Tadaramana 1 and Tadaramana 2. And then there again, mind-mental process finish. And then again Bhavanga arise in the heart base, then again Manodara Vajjana, Javana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 Tadaramana Bhavanga. In the same way, this is happening. Oh, this is going on in the same way. Now, still up to the fourth or fifth Manodwara Chittavritti, you cannot understand what object touch the knee joint, or what objects touch whatever the special place. Only fourth and fifth Manodwara Chittavritti, Javana mind movement can understand what is the tangible object it touches in the kaya pasada of the whatever the region. Here we took your knee joint. Now it can understand, oh, hardness touching, object of hardness touching. What understand? Which can understand this? Javana mind movement, right? Javana mind movement only can understand what fourth or fifth mental process Javana mind movement can understand. All Javana movement, so you have seven Javana movement. Javana mind movement only can understand what is the object. So here we mention hardness. Sometimes the object may change. Sometimes sometimes heaviness, sometimes roughness, sometimes pushing, or sometimes heat or cold. All are rough object. That means all are undesirable object. So therefore, you can understand now this is the object and this is the undesirable object, and everything can be understood by the Javana mind movement of the fourth or fifth Manodwara Chittavritti. And then now here I mentioned one thing, that means before practicing materiality and mentality meditation knowledge, you cannot do the Vipassana. So here also, if you see something, for example, if you see something hardness or some undesirable object touch you can see some undesirable thing in the knee joint while practicing meditation, but you and then you don't keep in mind that is the Vedana in the knee. It is not the Vedana in the knee. Now you can understand it is the rough object, or we can say undesirable object only in the knee. And what is the Vedana now? Vedana is in the mind movement. For example, now all mind movement has Vedana. So for example, Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekaggata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara. These are common to all mind movements. So you have Vedana in each mind movement. For example, in the Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement, you have Upekha Vedana. And in the Chakku Vijnana, you have, Kaya Vijnana, you have here, if it is rough object or the undesirable object, that is what is called Buddha Dukkha Sahagata Vedana. And then, but cannot understand what is Dukkha Sahagata Vedana by the Kaya Vijnana. Keep in mind, only by the fourth or fifth Manodwara Chittavritti Javana. And then you have Sampatichana mind movement. Thereafter, Sampatichana also Upekha Vedana. And then you have Santirana mind movement. Thereafter, Santirana mind movement, if you touch the undesirable object, that is Upekha Vedana. But if you touch the desirable object in the knee or whatever the place in the body, then there arise some Santirana with the Somanasa Sahagata Santirana. And then Vattapana mind movement also, you have Upekha Vedana. And then javana. Javana, you have domanassa vedana if the object is desirable. Sorry, undesirable. If it is undesirable object, you have in the javana domanassa vedana. And tadaramana also tadaramana takes the upekha vedana then. Tadaramana takes the upekha vedana. And in this way, you need to find out what is the Vedana mind, Vedana Chetasika. Vedana Chetasika, we want to find out in this mind movement. So, if you want to practice Vedana Anupassana, not now, in the Vipassana, you need to find out, first you need to emphasize what is Vedana in this mind movement. Only you can see the mind movement. How you want to see this mind movement, you need to attain jhana, or as a Suddha Vipassaka, you need to practice 4-element meditation or the Chatudhatu Avatthana meditation. That gives gives very bright and brilliant state in front of you. Oh, that is the for example, 4-element meditation gives the upachara concentration or the access concentration, and the jhana samadhi gives jhana concentration. After emerging from the jhana, you need to see this thing. And anyway, now now you focus your from the Panchadwara Vajjana, you need to focus. You need to focus from the we need to advert every mind moment. You need to advert. Because of the power of your concentration, it appears in front of you through the brilliant and bright light in the jhana concentration or the 4-element meditation. And then you can understand what is Vedana. What is Vedana? Here you want to find out in what way this Vedana in the Sukha Vedana, Buddha tell Lakkana, Supha Vedana characteristic, Itta Pottabbanu Bhavana Lakkana. That means it experience in the Itta Pottabbanu Bhavana. Itta Pottabbanu Bhavana means desirable object. It experiences the desirable object. That is the Sukha Vedana in the mind movement. If it is Dukkha Vedana, that means Dukkha Vedana, what called Buddha, Anitta Pottabbanu Bhavana Lakkana. That means it experiences the undesirable object. Undesirable object. So you can see around the object your Vedana Chetasika very clearly you can see. So therefore, this is the thing. If you want to practice Vedananupassana, you need to find out your mind movement. Otherwise, it is not the Vedananupassana. If you see the body, it is not the Vedananupassana. If you see the body, what is that? The rough object or desirable or undesirable object only. Object only in the body. But the mind arises in the heart base as well as other 5 sense doors. But the thing is, in this kaya door, kaya vijnana cannot understand what Vedana. Only touch can be understood. Okay. Now, this is the body door consciousness. So this is very important to you in near future to practice Vipassana also. But all mind movement are the object of Vipassana. Keep it in mind. Now we are talking about what are the objects of Vipassana. These all mind movements are your object of Vipassana. Okay, let's move to another slide. Maybe I need to know. I want to see you what are the mental factors in the Panchadwara Vajjana and then Santirana, Sampatichana like mind movements. You can see your Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement. Panchadwara Vajjana mind movement. How many mentality? Altogether mentality you have a Panchadwara Vajjana 11 mentality you have. What are these 11 mentality? Panchadwara Vajjana. Here your consciousness, first your consciousness. That is the Panchadwara Vajjana Chitta. That means 5 adverting consciousness. The number 1 is the consciousness. And then you have Passa, contact, Vedana, feeling, and Sanya, perception, Chetana, volition, Ekagata, one-pointedness, and Jivitindriya, here Jivita mentioned, but Jivitindriya, life faculty of this special mind movement, and Manasikara, attention, and Vitakka, initial application, Vichara, sustained application, and Adhimukha, decision mental factors. So altogether, how many? 11 11 mentality you have in Pancha Dwara Vajjana mind movement. And then here it mentioned Chakku Vijnana. Chakku Vijnana you have here actually you want to know this Chakku Vijnana also. Chitta means Chakku Vijnana. And then you have Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara. All seven mental factors of the Sabbachitta Sadharana. All seven universal comes to this to arise Chakku Vijnana with the mind. Altogether, 8 types of mentality you have with the 7 Chetasika. And then you move to Sampatichana. Sampatichana, that means receiving mind movement. There are also 11 Chetasika, 11 mentality. Altogether, 11 mentality. 11 mentality means with the mind, Chitta. Without mind, 10 types of mental factors. And then what are they? Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara, Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimukha. That is also same mentality as in Panchadwara Vachana. And Sampatichana. There arise Sampatichana thereafter. You have Sampatichana mind, that is the Chitta here. And then Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara, Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimukha. If the Santirana mind movement is Upekha, that means if the Santirana mind movement takes the Upekha object, then there arise 10 types of mental factors and Santirana mind movement. Then 11. And if it is associated with Somanasa Vedana, that means it is associated with the Somanasa Vedana, it has piti. So piti, it has piti or the joy mental factors. So therefore altogether 12. So therefore Santirana you have 12 mental factors or 11 mental factors. And then other one is Vathapana. Vatha only write down, but keep in mind Vathapana mean Vathapana mind, and Vathapana mind mean determining mind movement. And you have consciousness, Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara. Those are common to all. And Vitakka, Vichara, Adhimukha, and Virya. Virya also here including Virya. So therefore, how many mental factors? Altogether, how many? 12 mentality. And keep in mind, these are very important. And the all are one mind movement means one object of Vipassana. And then you need to know other thing we discuss. We don't need to go other. And then again, Tadaramana. Go to the Tadaramana. Last day also I explained this Tadaramana. Go to Tadaramana. And then Tadaramana for the here Tihetuka Putachana. Tihetuka mean for the Tadaramana, that means sorry.
Panchadwara Vachana 12 high written.
No, 12 why written mean it is no 12. It has empty there. No 12, 11 only. Okay, yeah. And then Tadaramana for the Tihetuka Putajana. Tihetuka Putajana mean like they are not the noble person. No, if you are not the noble person, then we all are Putujana. And Tihetuka mean, what is the Tihetuka? If you have Loba, Dosa, Moha, sorry. Aloba, Adosa, Amoha. Aloba mean, what is the Aloba? Aloba mean non-craving. Adosa mean non-hatred. And then Amoha mean non-delusion. That mean that is what is called non-delusion. Yeah, those are the Tihetuka. If you have these three factors in your mind movement of the mind movement, that is what is called Tihetuka. So for the Tihetuka Putajana, you have you go after one of the 8 types of Mahakusala Javana. Now you need to know what is the Mahakusala Javana. Mahakusala Javana means, in the Chitta chart, you have Mahakusala Javana. Or we can say Mahakusala Chitta. Mahakusala consciousnesses. So for the after one of 8 types of Mahakusala Javana, Mahakusala Javana, if you have Mahakusala Javana, you have 8 types of Mahakusala Javana, and now you doing the Kusala thing, you're doing the Kusala thing, and out of one mind movement only, one chitta only there arise. One chitta mean, for example, Somanas Sahagata Jnana Sampyukta Asankarika mind, or Somanas Sahagata Jnana Sampyukta Sasankarika mind. So such type of mind, if you develop such type of mind, thereafter one of the 11 types of Tadaramana can arise. You have 11 types of Tadaramana. I explained what are these 11 types of Tadaramana in the last session. So you know now 11 types of Tadaramana, out of one they arise after Javana. And here the second, go to the second, after one of the 8 types of Lobamula Javana, you have 8 types of Lobamula consciousnesses, and one of the, then thereafter, what is the Tadaramana? One of the 11 types of Tadaramana can arise. That is also out of 11. Out of the 11, you have one for the Tadaramana. And after the 2 types of Dosamula, that means hatred or the Patiga Sampayukta mind movement, now they are not arise Somanasa Sahagata Tadaramana. Only Upekka Tadaramana they arise. So then one of the 6 types of Upekka Tadaramana can arise. Cannot arise Somanasa Sahagata Tadaramana. And again, you have Mohamula mind also. After one of the 2 types of Mohamula Javana, that means you have Upekka Sahagata Uddacha Chitta, and Upekka Sahagata Upekka Sahagata Vichikicha Chitta. Those are the Moha Mula 2 mind. So after Moha Mula also, out of 11 types of Tadaramana, one can arise here. One can arise. So these are also very important. And then now you know these are, so therefore when you discern this mind, when you discern this mentality, you need to go to see the chittaviti. Without seeing the chittaviti, you cannot understand what is the mind movement. So therefore, this is very, very important. And again, if you see the chittaviti and your mind movement, in that way, if you see the chittaviti and your mind movement, you cannot have this thing. For example, you now know actually this break down the continuity compactness, or we can say this is the santati gana of the mentality. Santati gana, continuity compactness. You know, usually because the mentally, or because mentality seems like continuity compactness. Sometimes you can understand, oh, one mind only arise taking all object, like I will explain the near future. So therefore you can hear, and if you analyze the chitta viti, and if you discern the one mind movement after another, you break this continuity compactness. Okay, I will go to the 3 compactness after that. And therefore, in this way, all the mentality and the materiality, you need to, here we are talking about the mentality. Every mentality you need to know. Every mentality by the Putujana. As a Putujana, you need to focus, or you need to discern whatever the mind movement. So every mind movement you can you want to see, and you want to analyze up to its Paramatha level. Now, if you analyze all mental process in you, Fido mental process, Mindo mental process, and another mental process also. For example, in the case of we can say in the near-death mind moment. See, Maranasanna Chittaviti here. Maranasanna Chittaviti means near-death mental process. in the near-death mental process also, you there near-death mental process mean in your first fast life. You think about your first fast life. Now, bhavanga chitta arise near in very near about to death. There arises bhavanga in the heart base, and then manodara vajjana takes some object. Some object mean this object may be um, kamma nimitta, gati nimitta, or kamma. Or your kamma nimitta, or the gati nimitta. Kamma mean what are the kusala or akusala thing you did in the first past life. Kamma nimitta means some nimitta or the some sign appear in front of you. Some sign mean, for example, some sign mean, for example, especially Patibhaga Nimitta of the Anapanasati meditation, Patibhaga Nimitta of the Kasina meditation, and Patibhaga Nimitta of the other Asubha meditation, or 32 parts of the meditation. Like that, some such type of sign arise with you. Arise with you mean that mean you need to attain to the jhana at the final in the verge of death. Okay, this is the kamma nimitta. Oh, gati nimitta. Gati nimitta mean, here gati nimitta mean if you do the akusala thing, there you can see, sometimes you can see fire, and sometimes you can see sea or the ocean, and sometimes you may see some bad thing or sinful thing you can see. Those are the gati nimitta. So therefore, basically three nimitta. You have kamma nimitta, and gati nimitta. If you take one of this object only you can see, you can take by the manodara vajjana mind, and then 5 javana only there arises usually. The 7 to arise 7 javana, it is very less chance, and only five javana arises. 5 javanas arises. Javana 1, javana 2, javana 3, javana 4, javana 5, and then after 5th javana, now, for example, if you see some good object, good kusala object, there arise 33 mental factors and or 34 mental factors with this javana mind. So altogether 34 mental factors. So these all 34 mental factors power, karmic power, moves to the next life. Not mind move. Mind doesn't move. Only their karmic power moves to the next life. So that broken line is the next life. Birth linking mind movement, they arise. That is the Patisandhi mind movement wherever. And then now after 7 javana, your heart base is now finished. This chittaviti finished. So therefore, your first past life bhavanga mind comes to the heart base in the first past life, and this bhavanga become chuti chitta. That means that the mind that actually mind death. That means now no mind. Chuti, if you reach the chuti chitta, that means you don't have mind in the heart base also. Heart base you don't have mind. That means bhavanga become chuti chitta. And this is the Maranasana Chittaviti. Here, this Maranasana Chittaviti again will come to the next session. Because why I am going to explain in the near future to you, Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana. That is also object of Vipassana. Now, now you know, if you practice in this way, all the mentality in you, that is your ajjat, iti ajjatangva kaye kayanupasi viharati. And but not only that, bahiddava kaya kayanupasi viharati. Then now what is the bahidda? Bahidda means others' mentality also you need to analyze. Others' mentality. Focusing as a novice, you need to focus first on in front of you. Whatever the meditator in front of you, you need to focus that meditator, and you can see mind-mental process and fido-mental process. That is your ability to see the others mentality, not discern the others mentality, seeing and discern. And in this way, sometimes you practice your mentality, sorry, mentality, and sometimes you practice others' mentality. That is the iti ajjata bahiddava kaya kayana pasi virati. In this way, you need to complete your mentality meditation knowledge and the materiality meditation knowledge, and that is what is called mentality materiality definition knowledge. Oh, nama rupa paricheda jnana. Without attaining to this nama rupa paricheda jnana, you cannot practice vipassana. So don't be hurry about to do the vipassana. About to practice vipassana, don't do. Don't be hurry. But instead, you need to practice step by step, as said by the Buddha. And then, if you practice this meditation in this way, all mind movements become your objects for the vipassana thereafter. Now, if you practice in this way, actually you need to break down your ghana or the compactness. You need to break down. If you practice in this way, automatically it become the breakdown become happen. The breakdown of the compactness happen automatically. Uh, so how? What are the compactness of the mind or the mentality? The first compactness is your santati ghana. Santati ghana. I explained this in the case of our rupa also, materiality meditation also. The first one is santati ghana. What is the meaning? Continuity compactness. What is the continuity compactness? I will explain. And then samoha ghana. Second one is samoha ghana. Samoha ghana means group compactness. Group. And then third one is the kichagana. Kichagana means function compactness. And now these are these three plus again you have aramana gana for the mentality. Okay, let's see. I will explain what is this samuha santati gana, samuha gana, and the kicha gana and the aramana gana. What I will explain, taking one by one. So santati gana. Santati gana mean, because of the mentality seems like continued compactness. Because somebody might understand my one mentality, I have one chitta or the mind, that mind takes every object from the eye do, ear do, body do, tongue do, nose do, and by the other doors, or even in the mind do, every dose one mind can takes the object. But you, if you practice this meditation, you cannot see this thing, such type of thing. Oh, sometimes you might understand, oh, my mind is the soul. And sometimes you might understand, my mind goes one life to the another life, one life to the another life, mind move. But I explained in the Maranasana Chittavida, mind doesn't move to the another chitta, another life. Only the karmic power moves. So therefore, it is very important. Mind doesn't move because mind arises and perish away very very quickly.
Bhante,
Again, yeah.
Nami Bhante. So are
Suti.
we saying that, are we saying this is a kamma sakti which is carrying that potential to the
Yes, yes.
next one?
Kamma Sati is the one which carries the potential to the next life. Hmm?
And this chuti chitta,
Yes.
what is the object of this? Whatever the kamma nimitta or kamma, whatever it has taken from the bhavanga chitta, one
No,
preceding
no,
mind
no.
movement.
Javana takes the kamma nimitta and gati nimitta. Kamma nimitta, the gati nimitta, Javana takes. The manodara vajana and Javana takes. That means that is the present object of the first fast life. Uh, at that time, your one's present object is there. That means now we cannot say that is the present object. That is the atita object or the past object. Anyway, if you have now javana only up to fifth javana only, your kamma nimitta and gati nimitta can transfer, but or the exchange. And now after javana, this javana vanish. After fifth javana, this javana now become breakdown. after breaking down, now your heart base empty in that life. So therefore, your bhavanga still, your karmic power still in the past life, your karmic power still remaining. So therefore, bhavanga rise in the heart base. But this bhavanga also now very weak, because the one which is who is now uh, about to death. So therefore, bhavanga also weak now, and then bhavanga become chuti in the heart base, in that body's heart base. But before bhavanga appears in the heart base, your fifth javana or the last javana power, karmic power, that means mental factors and the mind power of the mental factors and the mind moves to the moves as a karmic power to the another life. I guess you got it.
Yes. So that last bhavanga chitta and the chuti chitta, I'm still you know able to.
Actually, the word Chuti is confusing. It is finished, no, Bhante, actually.
Yeah, that
Bhavanga.
means here now the bhavanga mean, bhavanga mean because now you understand in this now after the fifth javana, that means that chittaviti maranasana chittaviti finish. That is the last chittaviti in that life. And
Yes.
then they are arise, but karmic power still remaining of the first fast life. So therefore, this bhavanga mind arise because now you don't have heart base, you don't have any mindsets. So therefore, bhavanga mind arise there, and this bhavanga mind takes the same object as patisandhi. That means second past life object. This bhavanga contains this bhavanga, your first past life bhavanga takes the second past life last object. So that means that has a unique object that doesn't take the object of the javana or the manodara vajana. And here I want to tell you here, this bhavanga mean now that now this bhavanga is now that is also weak, because you are meditator or whoever who is about to death. So this bhavanga become chuti chitta. That means the name is different. This bhavanga itself become chuti.
The object is still gonna be the
Same
from the
object.
second class,
Yeah.
whatever the bhavanga.
Second. Yes, second past life, last object.
Yes, yes, Bhante.
Okay.
Now it makes clear,
Yeah,
Bhante.
and then if you have chuti chitta, your mind also, that chuti mind also break down, and mind now again you don't have uh, any um any mentality in the heart base, empty heart base empty now. And then your body also, body jivitindriya and the mind movement, this chitta chuti mind movement also you have jivitindriya, and your body also you have kamma bone materiality jivitindriya, both break down at the same time, and there you can takes place death there. Okay.
Yes, Bhante. Sadhu,
Okay.
Bhante.
And then, so what is the now we are in the continuity compactness. So now you can see how this is the continuity compactness, not this, right? This is the continuity compactness mean because sometimes you may see mind is continuous, but mind is not continuous according to the chittaviti. If you analyze this chittaviti and if you see and discern this chittaviti, you break down this illusion. So that is the breakdown of the continuity compactness. And then you have samuha gana. Samuha gana, what is samuha gana? If you analyze each mind movement, you can understand mind is not arise, mind doesn't arise alone. Mind always arise with the other mental factors as well. And that is the group. That is the group. If you for example, if you without seeing this group, that is the samuha gana. And and sometimes you may see, you may understand this mind myself. This mind is myself. And you can, if you analyze this mind, you cannot see yourself in the mind movement. You can see only mental factors and the mind. These are always arise, always perish away very, very quickly. Okay, and then you have another what called compactness. That is the function compactness. Function compactness. What is the function compactness? You may think, after even when you practice this meditation, you that, oh, this mind and this mind depends on the your atma or yourself. This mind depends on yourself, like that. But if you see this mind and the mental factors by way of the lakkhana, rasa, paccupatthana, padatthana, in that way meditation, you cannot see your atma or the your self. Mind doesn't depend on the atma or the self. All mind depends on the rupa kalapa, or the, we cannot say rupa kalapa. Mind depends on the base, hard base, or whatever the base, relevant base, and these base also arising and perishing away very, very quickly. So you cannot find out any atma or the self there. So in this way, your functional gana or the functional compactness you break down. And then you have Aramana Gana. Actually, this Aramana Gana related to the Vipassana. For example, when you practice Vipassana by taking Dukkha Satya Dhamma, means your 5 aggregate, you see the 5 aggregate and you do the Vipassana. And then there arises your Vipassana mind. There arises your Vipassana mind. And now, what is the compactness here? Aramana compactness means sometimes you may, while practicing Vipassana also, you may understand, sometimes you might understand that I am seeing this mentality or the materiality. I am seeing. But if you see what is I am now, if you see the breakdown of the Vipassana, or perished Vipassana, or the passed away Vipassana mind movement by the other new mind movement, then again you need to understand, you need to focus another, that the new mind movement also passes away, and then another new mind arises, and this mind movement can see the first past mind movement. So in the same way, you can see this thing. So therefore, you cannot see any self, or I am seeing this mentality and materiality. So you never see I like thing there. Only you can see the mentality only. What is mentality? Your Vipassana mind. So that means 33 mental factors plus your Vipassana mind only you can see. No I or my or like that. So therefore, that is their Aramanagand, that is related to the Vipassana. Okay, now actually this way meditation completes the 4 aggregate of the mentality, and you practice before meditator must practice the rupa aggregate, and then all 5 aggregates. These are the suffering aggregates. So that means these are the dukkha satya dhamma. So this is the first noble truth to understand, ultimate mentality and the mentality level. So this is the iti ajjatang va kaye kayanupassivirati, bahidda va kaye kayanupassivirati, ajjata bahidda va kaye kayanupassivirati, and next day we will start samude dhammanupassiva kayasming virati, vaya dhammanupassiva kayasming virati, samude vaya dhammanupassiva kayasming virati. We will start on next day. And today I'm not going to ask the question because I need to stop this lesson. And if you have question again, you write down and give me to the group. I will explain, or I will give you the answer. And then now we can finish our session. Mr. Nilesh, can you share the sharing merits?
Yes, Mantaji.
Okay. Okay, all together you recite this thing. Okay. Idamme punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Idamme punyang nibbanasa paccayo hotu. Mama punyang bhagam sabbe sattanang bhajemi. Te sabbe me samang punyang bhagam labantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.